T and I are back, and we're going to do a review for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, in 3D.
3D. These are the collectible glasses you get. Say Episode 1 in 3D. Problem is, 3D doesn't look very good.
Now, all 3D features that we watch are in digital 4K, unless otherwise specifically stated, which would
3D.
be IMAX. Yeah, most are shot for 3D.
Yeah.
But the digital 4K, the Sonys that we're watching it on, are decent. So if you're watching a 3D movie and the 3D experience varies from what we're giving you, it's probably because you're not watching a Sony 4K projector. And there are a whole bunch of different Sony digital projectors out there. So, I mean, if you're serious about getting the best quality for your money, you can actually ask the projectionist what kind of a digital projector they're running there, and and then be choosy about that.
So basically, I was seeing Star Wars all over again.
It was Star Wars.
The sound was
Episode
great.
1.
They took out that stupid puppet Yoda. And
Yeah,
they went with the
they went
version
with
that he had fixed up a couple
new
years
digital.
ago. They put a new Yoda in.
The puppet is gone.
Yoda sucked. Okay, but you still have Jake Lloyd doing his whole acting thing. George Lucas is responsible for these final calls on Yoda looking like that in '99. And what is
George Lucas.
Metachlorians? You don't have to describe to us what metachlorians are.
And George Lucas was getting flack from the religious community.
We
Like
know
my
more about the Force.
parents
What is
growing
it?
up, and so what he decided to do was come up with some mythical scientific thing, which he thought was also in line with the pulp comics that he was basing the original Star Wars sort of stuff on.
What's so different about it? Nothing. Because the 3D doesn't work so good. Seeing the pod race in surround sound was pretty.
Yeah, the pod race is really cool. The thing is,
the Tuscan Warrior camped out on the ridge.
It's funny. Some of the it's actually got legitimate humor to it, which I think a lot of people ignore, or they like to forget about, or they just basically. Star Wars is the most popular thing in the entire world, and Episode 1 is accepted by, I mean, you have to accept, it's a huge step down from the previous 3 movies, and so how do you want to take it?
Much like the feeling,
are you a glass half empty or glass half full person? Are you going to appreciate the things that George Lucas continued to do well, or are you going to absolutely bash him for the things that he used to do well and has now come to suck at, i.e., directing actors? What happened to American Graffiti?
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
But the problem is it suffered from the same thing that we were waiting for, and that's what he gave us. But the problem is the same thing happened with the last Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Okay, listen.
It's a totally different thing.
There's
We could do a whole different thing about
Indiana Jones. It sucked.
Yes, but we're talking about. What are we talking about?
We're talking about
Wars.
Lucas.
We're talking about Star Wars. We're talking about Star Wars.
Lucas
We're talking about Ewan McGregor. We're talking about Rent Boy is in a Star Wars movie. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
they killed Darth Maul way too soon.
They killed Darth Maul way too soon. There's no
more.
emotional connection with Qui-Gon Jinn because the relationship that was built up between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn obviously happened in some Star Wars story that happened before whatever we're watching now, and it would probably be much more interesting if we had some sort of vested interest in the character before he dies at the end of the episode. Don't pay to see it in 3D. If you own Star Wars Episode 1,
what if they're huge
just
fans
watch
of
it.
Star Wars?
If you're huge fans of Star Wars, you're gonna love. Look, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna love it. It's Star Wars. I mean, I'm talking about hardcore, diehard Star Wars fans. I understand you guys. I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I was in line for this movie in '99.
I saw this movie
in line
so many times theatrically.
First,
a lot.
Right in the middle.